go through life. So I'm not just talking about Sundays. In some real way, as you go through your life is not Sundays and Thursdays, right? Your life is Monday morning with bad breath. Your life is Tuesday afternoon after lunch when you're tired. It's Thursday when you got to go to work. In real life during your week, there's some way possible to stay in orbit around Jesus. We're going to unpack what that is. All right, so two things, this concept that he literally wants us to stay in orbit around him as we go through our life. Two things this makes crystal clear that might blow some of your guys' circuits a little bit, depending on what your background is. If you had a background like me, this would mess you up. All right? Number one, this thing that this makes crystal clear, this command, is that Jesus is not interested in being your religion. Some of you may need to write that down. Jesus, I'm going to say this again. Jesus is not interested in being your religion. Okay? He is interested in a relationship. Soak that in. Huge difference between having Jesus as your religion, which he does not want, okay, and having a relationship with Jesus, which he deeply wants, so much that he was willing to undergo torture and death to prove how sincere his interest was in our race. All right, this is huge, guys. Stop right now and listen closely to this. The only way Christianity works is as a relationship. That's the only way this thing works, okay? There's no other way it works other than as a real, actual, not phony, not pretended, real nitty-gritty, actual life relationship. So, how do I know if I'm in a religion with Jesus or a relationship? This is big. I'll be honest. I just had Jesus as my religion for a bunch of years. I didn't even know you could have a relationship with God. That sounded weird to me. It was like, I remember my youth pastor saying that as a teenager. It's like, you're not supposed to believe in Jesus. You're supposed to have a relationship with him too. It's not just like a creed that you check off. I was like, no, I thought it was. I thought that was the goal. Like, get everybody to say, I believe in Jesus. Okay, the whole world's covered. We get to go to heaven. Okay, here we go. I thought that's what it was. I'm like, what do you mean a relationship with this dude? What do you, like, go out for tea on Tuesdays and eat rice and talk? I mean, how does this work? What are you talking about, a relationship with him? Sounds kind of weird, right? How do you have a relationship with somebody you can't see who's not on earth anymore? But that's exactly what it's about. And my youth pastor taught me. And from the age of 13 through 16, this utterly transformed my life. It changed everything about who I was, how I oriented myself to God. It changed everything. So, two warning signs for you that Jesus is still your religion. Okay, maybe you're still in the same boat I was before I had a message like this that rocked my world. Two warning signs. Here it is. The only time you actually try to think about Jesus is at Christmas and Easter. Now you got to be real here. I'm not looking at your guys' but the Spirit of God cannot work other than in the direction of honesty. So be honest with yourself. If that's the only time you actually try to think about Jesus, Christmas and Easter, then there's a trumpet you probably need to hear. Because Jesus is still just your religion. Okay? Warning sign number 2 that Jesus is still your religion would be the only time that you ever talk to him is when you need something. If that's you, if you were honest and like, yeah, that's me. And there's a trumpet you need to hear.